All right, we're trying to get out of here. Winter storm 2023. Now we have what looks like a tornado coming at us. It's not really a tornado, but it is a nasty rainstorm.
Here's the branch that actually broke. Last week, the trailer had about 10 inches of snow on it. Last night, it was 23 degrees. And we're gonna take it out in a couple days.
All right, so trailer's hooked up. Hard to believe, been 6 months since we've done this. It's definitely not like riding a bike. I had to go through my checklist. Luckily, the Ford has a checklist on it that kind of helps making sure that everything's set up correctly. So hopefully we'll have an uneventful trip. It's pretty windy and supposed to be pretty much 100% chance of rain. As you can see, we are starting to climb and the snow is definitely out. Luckily the roads at this point, I think it's about 37 to 39 degrees, so it's mostly just rain, so no ice or anything on the roads at this point. But yeah, this pass gets up quite a bit in elevation, and so we are starting to see quite a bit of snow, and we just started the climb, so we're hoping that we're going to be fine. Quite the stressful drive. We finally made it to the coast. Kim and I like to play a little game of who saw the ocean first, and I saw the ocean first. And I'm even driving. Sorry, buddy.
I'm too stressed watching the road. I wasn't paying attention.
It's not a problem. Welcome to beautiful Nehalem Bay State Park. We're just north of the coastal town of Tillamook, just south of Cannon Beach. It's a really nice area, especially if you want to do like a lot of hiking around here. It's a good big surf spot too for surfing at Oswald State Park, and yeah, it's just a nice central spot to a lot of different things that you can do on the coast. So if you're ever thinking about coming to the Oregon coast, check out Nehalem Bay State Park. So the great thing about the Oregon State Parks is the spots are very level, so we don't have to add any blocks or do anything like that. Just back in and ready to go. Just getting everything hooked up. It's pretty cold out here, so we're trying as quick as we can before any more rain hits. But yeah, it's going to be a chilly one. I think we're going to be lows in the 30s and then highs in the low 40s. So we've got a pressure regulator here. The state parks, they have some really powerful, nice water, which is good, but sometimes you can cause some damage to the trailer if you don't have a regulator like this. So make sure to get one of these if you don't have one. I'll leave a link below to all these things that we use. This is kind of cool. It's a thing to kind of organize our hoses. So put it in there, goes away, makes it very nice because we've got very little space in these trailers. Not a lot of room just to be throwing hoses around. So it's nice to have a way to organize it. Thank goodness for heaters because we're freezing. Luckily this trailer's so small that we should have some heat real quick so we can enjoy our pizza from leftover last night. All right, folks, this is quite the nasty storm we got going on. We're literally on the coast, just driving from our campsite into Cannon Beach to go hiking and or find beer. And there's snow on the road at the coast.
That wasn't there when we headed in. So it happened just in like the last hour.
And now we have what looks like a tornado coming at us. It's not really a tornado, but it is a nasty rainstorm. The cloud is just one of the nastiest ones I've ever seen. And so we're sitting in the truck just waiting to see what it's gonna do. It's creeping up on us, so here in a second I have a feeling we're gonna get dumped on.
Now we have hail. Ow, that hurts.
All right, so here it is. Hail is coming down hard, hitting us in the face, and it hurts. This is the Oregon coast. It looks like look at Mount Hood. All right, so the plan was to go hiking, but that's pretty nasty. So we just don't know what we're gonna get ourselves into. We got rain gear and got waterproof gear, but it's really cold. It's like 36 right now, so We're gonna head into Cannon Beach, which is a really cool, one of the nicest coastal towns on the Oregon coast. It's one of our favorites. They got a lot of restaurants and bars and shops and stuff like that. So if all else fails, there's nothing else to do. We're just gonna hit up some stores and whatever. But all of a sudden, the rain's stopping and the sun's popping out. So I don't know.
That's what I said.
It's such a weird day.
It said at 4 o'clock it was gonna stop. It's 3:50 right now, and we have sun. That's trippy. They got water dripping off the rocks in here too. Look at all the different colors.
We're definitely here at low tide, so if it was high tide, we'd be drowned right now. We'd be drowning right now.
Over here, greenish, green up there.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, just picking that up in camera too, showing that it's all those different colors. That's really awesome.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's
How many
cool.
colors are in here?
So this is Hug Point State Park. And if you come at low tide, this waterfall's here. You can't get this at high tide. You can't even see it. So low tide, you come like now and look at this waterfall right here at the coast. This is pretty awesome. The sun has decided to come out and bless us with its presence.
Now pan right. It's black as night.
Yeah. So that, my friend, is Haystack Rock. The iconic Haystack Rock. It is hailing again. So we just left Hug Point. Beautiful. Sun was out. Came to Cannon Beach to come see the haystack and then come walk around town. That is very exposed. And yeah, hail is back. Whatever.
Sure you can hear it.
This is insane. Luckily, we came prepared because it is starting up again. We're out here at Haystack Rock trying to take some photos at sunset, and the rain started coming down again. And Kim's in jeans, and I'm in jogging type pants. Not good for rain.
Never
But-
tried these over jeans before.
So, anybody want a good laugh? Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, bite it. Oh, come on. Hey, for the video.
I think I do enough for the video.
Man, that was pretty good.
I don't need to bite it for the video.
Yes, you do.
But I have one leg left to do.
I know. That's why I'm keeping it on. They're on backwards. Are they?
I'm not that flexible.
No, are they on backwards for real? I saw a tag. Oh, string, all right. Dang it, you did well. You did way too good.
Far, but I don't know if they'll come up or not.
Oh man,
Yeah, these were made for jeans.
that's awesome. Get up in there. Did you have any doubt?
But look, it's totally stopped raining now.
All right, so we stopped off at Pelican Brewery, a couple quick drinks, and now we're heading to Public Coast to get some food.
It has amazing onion rings.
Whoa, calm down. Dang.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so Public Coast Brewery is another brewery in town. Awesome. Beer is fantastic. And the onion rings, like Kim said, and they're so good.
Oh, this is so good.
How are those delicious onion rings? If you guys want the best onion rings you've ever eaten in your life, come to Public Coast. I'm not even kidding. The onions are the best, man. I don't know where they get them from. So Public Coast, if you watch this, let us know where you get these onion rings from, or onions, because they're delicious. Funny story. This is Kim's fault. Well, if I want to blame you, I'm going to blame you. So we show up to Public Coast Brewery for dinner, and they close at 8. And we walked in the restaurant at like 5 to 8. But we didn't know they closed at 8. We thought they closed at 10.
There's a sign inside that
says we
said
close at 10.
minors are allowed until 10 p.m. We saw that when we walked in.
Yeah.
There was no sign on the outside door that said what time they closed. So when we saw that on the inside, we thought, we're good till 10 p.m.
We should have known better when there was only 2 people in there, but... And it is
Now
8:50.
So I think we were in there for an hour.
That sucks. We felt bad.
feel
Luckily, they
so
said
bad.
they had a bunch of stuff going on. The person was up doing the books and doing whatever. But anyway, coastal town, it's a Saturday night, and they closed down at 8 o'clock, so...
Just hold this. Feel how cold this is.
Oh my
So
God.
cold.
Welcome to our trailer that is, I don't know, 30, what was it, 42 degrees when we got in here?
Something like that. It's 52 now.
So Kim's making the bed, and we are going to go ahead and do our annual tradition. Our
Watch me.
our 6-month tradition of watching Kim make the bed, which is funny. But no, that wasn't what I was talking about, really. I don't know if you watch movies at all while you're in your trailer, but we normally don't. But if it's rainy like it is tonight, and there's no way we can get a fire, it's movie night. Kim's favorite, Hot Rod.
And if you have a favorite movie that you watch in your trailer when it's raining, let us know.
Yeah, let us know your favorite.
Maybe I can finally watch something other than Hot Rod.
I know, but we're going to watch Hot Rod. We have other movies, but it's going to be Hot
But
Rod.
he won't watch them.
Hey, make your bed and be quiet over there. Why does it take you so long to make the bed?
Because I need you to hold that.
This is the problem with the 1980. We talked about this before. The pain is real. So to show you how cold it is, bring in the pancakes. And that thing is steaming. That's what my breath looks like right now. So I have to admit, I mean, we've had this trailer for going on almost 5 years now, and there's been very little maintenance-wise that we've had to do. But for some reason, this shower, no matter what, you get this little tiny screw, and it just comes undone every year. We end up having to pull this thing, and we're pretty careful with it. And no matter how tight I tighten it down, it always ends up coming undone. Probably need some Loctite or something. Anyway, but yeah, for 5 years, and like this is our biggest issue. I mean, if you guys have been watching us for a while, we had a floor issue with the slide, but that was really just kind of a fluke thing. But this is literally the worst thing that we've had to deal with. So anyway, it's a nice thing about Lance. They're built pretty well.
Welcome to Cape Falcon Trailhead. This is the #1 rated trail in this area. The sign says it's a rugged trail. There's down trees you can see right here, even right at the beginning of the trailhead. Pretty stormy winter this year, so we'll see what it looks like. So the sign didn't lie. There are down trees.
Oh gosh, this is like a jungle gym in here.
A little muddy, actually very, very muddy. Probably one of the muddiest trails we've been on. But it was fantastic. I mean, look at this view. You can't just see this from anywhere. It turned out to be, when the sign says 2.5 miles, Cape Falcon, it's not a 2.5 mile out and back. It's 2.5 mile out, then another 2.5 to go back. So we got quite a ways. A little bit longer hike than we anticipated, but it's all good.
She's lying when she said it was only a little muddy. It's absolutely, I mean, it is. I'll show you the shoes and some video. I mean, it's been an absolute treacherous spots you have to straddle, and the rocks are slick, and I'm just hoping we make it back without any broken bones. I mean, honestly.
You jinxed us.
Oh, yeah, I did. Wintertime, I mean, it is beautiful out here, which if you remember from yesterday with all the hail and the rain, that was insane. And then have a day like today, I mean, this is why the coast is awesome. But winter, when you come hiking, I mean, I shouldn't say it though, we went hiking the summer, and then we had some muddy trails too. So there's just so much moisture out here that that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. So make sure you bring some waterproof gear and definitely some waterproof shoes. So as you can see, they're definitely doing some maintenance here before the busy season. Cutting down a bunch of branches because once these winter storms hit, they can cause some major damage. We had a really bad storm last year that we came in, and we had to move spots multiple times because tree limbs were falling all over the place. So they do a pretty good job maintaining the parks, that's for sure.
That is not what a normal tree is supposed to look like.
Well, normal coastal tree.
I mean, look at this thing. There are 265 electrical sites with water.
Hence the reason why it got a little loud. All right, so start that whole thing over real quick.
All right, so 265 electrical sites with water, 18 yurts, 9 of which are pet friendly. They have hot showers and flush toilets, and they have horse camp area with 17 primitive sites. They also have a hiker-biker camp, and it says airport camp with primitive sites.
Oh,
so you
there's
must
an
be able to
airport.
camp out by the airport.
Or runway, I should say. There's a runway here, not an airport. You're not flying.
It's not a true airport. They have a 2-mile bicycle trail that winds along the bay shore, and a new half-mile perimeter trail that connects with the city trail to take riders into downtown Manzanita. So
Okay.
that's new.
So as you can see from this map, we're there in D, and you can follow that loop all the way around. You see a little landing strip there. That's just for little planes like a Cessna or whatever could fly in. And then you got the bay right there, which is pretty cool. And then if we come down, bam, there's the beach. So you can see how cool, quick access you have. We literally, from our campsite, can walk to that bay within 10 minutes, and we can walk to the coast within 10. So, cool spot for sure.
And the total loop distance, the whole red loop distance, is 1.8 miles.
Oh, okay. I think I've died and gone to beer heaven. I mean, this is quite the selection. We live in the middle of a town, this main city, and we don't have nowhere near this kind of selection of beer. And they have my favorite. Fort George is my favorite brewery of all time. Bowie's great as well. So all the good stuff. So about 10 minutes ago, we were out walking on the beach. Absolute sunshine. Tiny little sprinkle. Come back into the trailer, and we get hit with this. How quickly it can turn. Got ourselves some friends. Hi guys. So we are heading into Ecola State Park, one of the nicest state parks here on the Oregon coast. It's right here in Cannon Beach, but the road's very, very narrow. So we've got the truck, right, F-150, half ton, and you basically have to stop and let cars go by, and they stop and let you go by. Definitely do not want to ever bring a trailer here. It actually says do not bring trailers, so heed that warning, because that would be a miserable drive. So yeah, pretty narrow road, but an absolutely beautiful park. So we'll show you a little bit around, and a couple films are actually filmed here. Goonies, Point Break, a couple others too.
The Goonies, a Richard Donner film.
What's that? 3 rocks out there. Take a 1, 2, 3. Out there. Let's go get 'em.
No, it's not. If anybody's ever seen Point Break with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, this is what is supposed to be Australia. The very end fight scene that they have was filmed right here. It was kind of cool. As we're out here, a couple surfers just happened to come in. There's only about 3 surfers out here, and they just happened to be coming in to take a break or done with the set, and we got a shot. So that was pretty awesome.
You know, there's no way I can handle a cage, man.
I don't care. You got to go down. It's got to be that way.
Okay, man. Okay. I'm screwed. I'm gonna go to jail, and I'll pay. But Johnny Utah gets his guy, right? Good for you. That's real good. You're gonna be a big hero now. But look at it. Look at it, Johnny. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, man. Let me go out there. Let me get one big wave before you take me. One wave. Where am I gonna go, man? Cliffs on both sides. I'm not gonna paddle to New Zealand. My whole life has been about this moment, Johnny. Come on, compadre.
Yes, they can do it! You let him go!
Bio con Dios.
We'll get him when he comes back in!
He's not coming back. We downloaded that app that gave us directions to exactly where every spot from those movies were filmed. And so if anybody's watching this, if you're a director or a producer or something in Hollywood, we've already got jobs, so we really don't have time for acting. I mean, I know we did a great job on that Point Break reenactment. I mean, I, as Johnny Utah, stole the show, but anyway.
Yeah, we're pretty amazing.
We are pretty amazing. Oh, that was fun though. We always end up finding something interesting and fun to do. Today was kind of a day where we were like, what are we going to do today? So went in Cannon Beach and ate lunch and then came out here. It's just a beautiful place, as you can see. Different kind of beach too, because it's got the rocks, and then you could hear that sound of that rippling. So awesome. And then just a beautiful, beautiful day. And then to get to go and see some of these movies are filmed. Pretty cool.
Right. And then there's trails that continue off into the woods, so you go to different parts of the beach. 1.5-mile trail. So.
Yeah. And then there's other trails that go the other way, and you can go see the lighthouse that's out in the middle of the ocean, Tilly. I think it's Terrible Tilly.
Climb that. Where's it?
Yeah, over
There's
that
no
way.
over his head. There it is.
So a lot of hiking here. That's why people come to this section. Anyway, pretty cool. All right, so another adventure is come and gone. That was quite the few days. The weather was absolutely insane. Talk about just a weird mix of rain and hail and wind and sun. We had a mix of everything. Again, we talked about quite a bit in this video. When you come to Oregon coast, wait 5 minutes, like Kim says, and you never know what you're going to get.
Right, and you'll always find something to do. We were talking, we've been to this part of the coast so many times. We're like, we've done everything. Well, then we found that Set Jetters app, and that encouraged us to do that little fun reenactment of the movie. So hopefully you laughed as hard at us as we did at ourselves, because that was hilarious. We had a blast doing that.
Yeah, started editing that thing last night, and that was going to be like the most fun thing I've done in a long time, putting that stupid thing together. But anyway, yeah, so Nehalem Bay State Park, just a beautiful park, very quiet, so, especially this time of year, and so close to so many nice towns, right? Cannon Beach, Seaside, down south to Tillamook. I mean, this is a really nice central spot to stay. Sites are level and they're big, and the only thing that's missing is no sewer hookup, which is too bad, but it is what it is. A lot of our state parks don't have that anyway, so not missing much.
But one good thing is there are 2 dump stations when you head out. So there are some that only have 1. At least this one has 2. So that'll speed up time a little bit.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Safe travels.
See ya.